Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know this is a bit of a different setup than usual. I'm sat in my sister's room because the lighting was really good and I could set the camera up in a way to make this video work. It feels a bit weird for me. It's like I'm talking to myself even more than usual because I'm obviously looking in a mirror to do this one. But essentially, I wanted to do this video for a little while anyway. It's been on my mind and today I'm just feeling a bit down in the dumps. I've got a lot on my mind, a wee bit stressed about going back to uni this week and things like that. So I thought, do you know what, I'm gonna film a YouTube video because that always makes me feel a little bit better and it's, you know, productive and whatnot. So today I'm going to be doing my just kind of everyday makeup routine for you guys. Now, by no means am I a makeup artist, or do I think that this should be, you know, this is me telling you guys that I'm incredible at makeup or anything. It's really not. But I do enjoy makeup. I really, you know, like to express myself, and I find that makeup is one of the main ways that I do this. I'm gonna do my everyday kind of makeup look. It's probably more extra than most everyday makeup looks, but that's just me. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do with you for you guys today. If you like this video, then drop in the comments whether or not you would like me to do a makeup tutorial on what I do when I go on a night out, which will usually be to a gay club. So if you want, like, you know, a gay club night out pride look or something, then drop that in the comment below and I can definitely do that. I have here some Real Technique brushes, ASMR. Not all of them are Real Technique. There's a few, what are these ones called again? Eco tools brushes in here as well, which are really great. And then just a few like these plain looking ones. I just bought them off eBay, I'm not gonna lie to you, but they're really good anyway. So yeah, so these are the brushes I'm going to be using for this video. And I have here my trusty makeup bag filled with all wonderful things. So when I do my everyday makeup look, also bear in mind I'm just picking one everyday look that I would go for because I like to express myself, so depending how I feel I'll go for slightly different things. But I always I've pre-moisturised already, so I moisturise, and I curl my eyelashes first and foremost. Okay, so I'll do that now. Really need to clean these eyelash curls. Dyed my hair again today also, so I don't have roots anymore, which is amazing. But yeah, so that's the first thing I do. And then I move on to prime. At the moment I'm using this. It's the Collection Primed and Ready one. It's about £4.20 or something like that, I think. And this one is an anti-fatigue illuminating primer because I look tired a lot. So that's why I bought this specific one. I'm really close to the bottom of the tube. Let's put a bit more effort into it, squeeze it onto my hand, pop that in. My sister, when she watches this, and if any of you guys are, you know, really into makeup, I'm sure you will tell me that I'm doing many of these things wrong. I mean, I can take the criticism, so I don't mind at all. You know, I just do my makeup the way that works for me. And yeah, I don't tend to use, I did for a little while, use a, come on, there we go. Use a brush for my foundation, but I don't find that it goes on as nice, so I tend to use my fingers. But actually at the moment, my foundation, my skin just doesn't seem to want to let my foundation set very nicely, so I was using Too Faced Born This Way medium to full coverage. It's all free in the shade Porcelain, but at the moment it just doesn't seem to suit my skin as well as when I first bought it. And it is coming up to the end of the 12-month expiry date anyway, so I'll probably get rid of that soon. So at the moment I'm actually just using concealer on the base of my face, and I'm using this Collection Lasting Perfection concealer in the shade Fair because I'm pale as fuck. So I just start off by just popping it underneath my eyes, and then I just like tap it down. Probably put a little bit too much there on actually, so just kind of spread that onto the top of my eyelid. And then after that, just pop a tiny bit on the top of my eyelid in the hopes that my eyeshadow will just sit a little nicer and not sweat off so easy, because I get a quite interesting skin type, I guess. It's kind of combination, but in the fact that, in the way rather, that I get like quite oily here and on my eyelids, and then my nose and here is quite dry, so it's a pain. And then I come down here and just pop a bit on there, and then I pop a bit here on my forehead as well. And then, right, my nose is awful. No matter what I do to it, it's really red in comparison to the rest of my face, which, as you can imagine, is, you know, great fun. So I have to put a fair bit of concealer on all of my nose. You know, probably the only bit of my face that probably should use foundation on. Here we are. And then last but not least, I just kind of look and decide if I need any on my chin, and today I definitely do, so I'll pop a wee bit of concealer down here as well. And then I always pop a little bit on my lips. Yep, a little trick that I learned from a young age is put a bit of concealer or foundation on your lips to help your lipstick stay on better. I would never do that if it wasn't wearing lipstick, obviously. Not a fan of the foundation look otherwise. But yeah, so I've been doing that for years. A little trick, if you didn't know it already, then you're welcome. So once I've concealed my face, I move straight on to get my wonderful Eco Tools blusher brush, and I grab my blusher. Now, the blusher that I'm using at the minute is, again, Natural Collection, and it's in the shade Apricot Dream. So I'll just dab a little bit on. Start at my cheek and just kind of dab up and around by my eyebrow there. So yeah, like so, just some blusher. Huge fan of blush. I do contour sometimes, like use, not contour, bronze sometimes, but not very often. I much prefer a bit of blush. Then I move on to my highlight. So I'm using at the moment this Soph highlighter palette from Revolution, and I really love this purple shade here, so that's the one that I'm going to be using today. Getting close to hitting pan, which is kind of sad. So I use this, okay, this is where I do makeup wrong, but I'm using this contour brush from Real Technique, and I just dab a bit on, do my nose there, do top of my cheek. Okay, so the phone rang, but I'm back to my highlighter. So yeah, so I do that first, and then I grab this Eco Tools eyeshadow brush. Again, it's all wrong, and I just kind of go over the tip of my nose and the long part of my nose, so it's a bit more kind of accentuated highlight on those parts. And then I do my what's that bit called again? I know it, it's something like that bit on my lip, your Cupid's bow, maybe, is that what it's called? I'm not sure. And then I like to as well just highlight above my eyebrow, a bit too much there, and just underneath it as well, like so. And now for me, I like this to be like the brightest bit of highlight on my face. A bit more here, I think. Awesome stuff. Next thing I do is I grab my little spoolie. Now this was a free tester from Sephora in New York that I grabbed because my other one I lost, and I kind of just brush over my eyebrows, especially when they look particularly, you know, haywire, and just, you know, make sure all the hairs are flowing in the same direction. This brow pencil, which is from my wonderful eBay set of brushes. This is why my sister would be like, you should have done your brows first, but whatever. And I have here this warm-up palette, it's called. Obsession Makeup London. Now shout out to Sydney, love you. She got me this for my 19th birthday, so like just over a month ago. It's amazing. The palette itself, I like this. Ooh, so nice. And I use this shade here, Power, to do my eyebrows, because at the moment it literally matches perfectly the colour of my hair. Actually, I've dyed it today, so it might, the eyebrow colour might be a little duller than my hair looks, but you know, give it a few washes and it will be a perfect match again. You know, fill it in as I go, but I actually quite like the blocked out eyebrow look. Okay, so I just you know, quickly finished that last eyebrow off camera. I just realised there's a gap here. Once eyebrows are done, I kind of decide what I want to do with my eyelid. I'm going to go to my trusty Revolutionary Pro Regeneration palette, which is incredible. It cost me I think £10 from my local Superdrug. The colours are just like, I wish the sun was shining on them right now, because they are just, oh, a dream. You can tell that I used the red on my eyebrows for a very long time. So I kind of give that a break now and use the warm-up palette instead for my eyebrows. But today I think I'm going to do like a red, orange, yellow, like sunset kind of thing. This kind of flatter eyeshadow brush, and I just dab on a bit of like a light shade, so like a brown or a cream. I usually use the this shade in my Too Faced palette, my Chocolate Bonbon Too Faced palette, that's perfect for it. But today I'm just going to use the shade Attached in the Regeneration palette, which is this one just here. Just, you know, a subtle, nice brown kind of colour, just to kind of matte down my eyelids so they're ready for some colour to be applied to that. I'm going to go straight in with this like fluffier eyeshadow brush. I think I'm going to start off with, yeah, I'm going to start off with the red. So I just dab on the end, red, and I kind of start on the outer corner, like so. Need a bit more red on there, it's a bit orange. Kind of work that down. Lol, I should probably not actually be doing that at all, I don't know how it works. I'm quickly remembering why I hated doing a video in this room so much last time. It's because it's so hot in here. Ooh, all the furniture and the walls are white, so like, you know, when it's sunny out, which it is at the moment, which is lovely, it's just so hot in here, oh my god. So yeah, like so, that's it with the red in the corner, and then I'll move on to orange using the same brush. Obviously just clean it off a little in the kind of centre. I'm trying to remember what makeup people do on YouTube, but the red I used is called Halftime, the shade Halftime, and the orange is called Daydream. I'm going to move on now to use New Day in like the inner corner of my eye. Again, I use the same eyeshadow brush, just clean it off beforehand. I'm quickly realising how often I do this makeup look on my eye, because they're the three most frequently used colours in this palette, which, you know, is not a bad thing, it looks good. And I like to drag the yellow down just below my eye here as well, like so, like this. And I think I need just to blend that orange into that yellow. That. And then I'm going to grab a bit of red as well and pop that underneath as my kind of like you know, replacement eyeliner. This eyeshadow brush, but it's like a blend one that's really good for blending, and I'll just blend from the edges. Awesome, so I've just gone ahead and finished that now. So this is what the eyeshadow looks like. Quite happy with that actually. They look quite even. Just a little bit of this Prize shade from, you know, that warm-up palette that I've already showed you guys, just here. It's just like kind of a bit of gold shimmer, and I'm going to pop that just right in the corner, inner corner of my eye as well. Just a tiny bit, you know, just to add like a little bit of sparkle. And then once I've done that, I move straight on to mascara real quick. Now my mascaras are really bad, so I use at the minute this one, which the name's rubbed off it, but it's just from Body Care. It was like £2, so I start off with that one, and then I move on to this Natural Collections again, length mascara. So it's got quite a it's so cheap. It's got quite a curved kind of brush to it. So start off with the upper side. Like so. Flip it around. I've just realised as well that this is a also like a drugstore makeup routine, because you know, I'm not using that Too Faced foundation at the moment, and I guess that's the only thing that wouldn't really go under that drugstore kind of branding for makeup. So, you know, this whole makeup look, you know, you can probably buy all the products from it for like, let me think, for like £50 maybe, probably less than that, like, let's be honest. Kind of eye makeup done because I'm extra. I quite like to pop on this, it's like body shimmer glitter. It's called Stargazer. It was from Primark, but I use it on my face, whether you should or shouldn't, I don't know. And I'm going to apply it with my finger today. I do have a brush that I sometimes use, but it works just as well. And I just kind of start like literally where my highlighter is, and just kind of dab a bit of that on and work up and round towards my eyebrow. Awesome stuff. And then finish off with some lipstick. And I quite like personally to match up like either my eyebrows and my lipstick or my eyeshadow and my lipstick. So today I'm going to match my eyeshadow and my lipstick with this kind of orange shade. This is a lipstick from Sephora. It's just literally in Sephora's own collection, so it's $8 for one of these, and this is the Hot in Havana shade. Number 37. It's a cream lipstick. I have this exact shade in the matte version, which is called First Class. Now the First Class one I got from a Sephora in New York myself, and this one my girlfriend got me as a gift from Las Vegas, and it's really lovely. It just feels really smooth on your lips, and it lasts really well. So I'll just apply that real quick. I guess you never realise how ugly it is applying lipstick until you really think about it, because you're doing a video on it. Maybe it's just me who applies it horribly. So is it. And this is it. Into the light, my everyday makeup look. Yeah, it actually doesn't look too bad with the blue. Not gonna lie, it obviously has some earrings in. Usually it's not like me to film without earrings in, that's really weird. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. It's obviously something a little bit different to what I usually film, which has been quite nice. I've really enjoyed doing that, so I hope you guys enjoyed just as much. If you did enjoy, then please like, subscribe, hit that bell so you get notifications of when I'm going to post again. Yeah, I feel better now, you know, now that I've done something a little bit more in my day instead of moping about. So yeah, again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys very soon. Ciao! And again, just from a different angle, because I'm not sure that lighting was great either. Lipstick, the eyeshadow, the brows. Not sure if you can see the glitter again. Just trying to show you in my mirror a little bit. You can see the highlighter quite well, but there is some glitter on it also. But